Okay, so how do we solve an equation like this? So idea is we need to factor this side of the equation. Okay, so considering now that this is equal to 0, so we are ready to factor. Now to factor this, since it is x cubed, we can expect at most 3 factors. Can it be 2? Yes. The most is 3. Okay, but how do we get a single factor coming from x cubed minus 3x squared minus 6x plus 8? The answer lies on the factors of 8. Okay, you need to consider the factors of 8. So give me a factor of 8. So we can test 1, we can test 2, we can test 4, we can test 8, and the negative counterpart of these numbers. Okay, so we can start with 1. And to check 1, since we already learned synthetic division, we can apply synthetic division to determine whether 1 will be like a possible number to be used for the factor. So how do we apply synthetic division again? So we get 1 from x cubed, 1x cubed, minus 3, minus 6, and 8. And what do we hope? After doing this, what do we hope to come out? The last number should be 0. Otherwise, we have to test a new number again. So we bring down the 1, and then we multiply. So 1, and then we add. So that's negative 2, right? And then negative 2 times 1, negative 2. Negative 8. Negative 8 times 1 is negative 8. And if you add, this is 0. So we have found one of the factors. Now, if 1 is used there, how do we see that as a factor? Is it x minus 1 or x plus 1? We were able to have 0 for 1. So what is a factor coming from this process? Should it be x minus 1 or x plus 1? X minus 1. Remember the reverse? Okay, it's the opposite of the sign. So if we test 1, the factor is x minus 1. Okay, so one of the factors is already x minus 1. So I am putting now the first factor that we have found. Now there are many options or steps after this. You can try again numbers, or you can use the result of the synthetic division. This is telling you something. This is the other factor in quadratic form. 1x squared minus 2x minus 8, or x squared minus 2x minus 8. So you factor this into 2, you get x, 4 and 2 for the negative 8. I'll select negative 4 and positive 2 to fit the signs. Can you follow? And these are exactly the factors that you will put here. Any question before I proceed? Do you understand? Okay. Now, we have factored the given cubic equation or expression. So we have x minus 1, x minus 4, x plus 2 equal to 0. We are solving for x that will make this equation 0. And those are the numbers that will make each factor 0. X minus 1, 0, x minus 4, 0, and x plus 2, 0. So what are these x? What are these x? X equals 1, x equals 4, and x equals negative 2. So that's how you solve a cubic equation. Okay, we applied synthetic. We found one. We're very lucky that after the first try, we got 0 immediately. Otherwise, we have to test other numbers. If you actually test 4, it will work. If you test -2, it will also work. This is the 3 numbers there. That's the coefficient of the other factor, the quadratic expression. Then you factor it after that. Do you understand it now? Okay. So we can save this. This is recorded. So you can review this at home when you...
Recorded now.
I just did. Okay? So that's it.